I think this is the first survey that's happened.
Okay, yeah, we have that. Okay. I just don't know who wants to welcome the ship.
Dinner for 50 or 60 years, it's all good. And when we that's how it is. Obviously, I was like, sounds like yeah, I told him. I was thinking about that part. The city stairs.
I have a 27.
It's been any change with us, whatever, like I said, it's not, you gotta. Doesn't like it or something. Yeah. So that's what I was kind of understanding, the sector guys not. So. So there's like a agreement from. Keeps going.
Yeah, we're ready. Upgrade the girl. So then there was the rest of us. You ain't gonna get by. There you go. And on the back, when it raised the board, you know, see who's looking at you. See it out. I do see it now. That's my father. They got those in out.
This is Carrie, on the board, and Bobby. It does.
That is.
Now I gotta have to.
That's the way it's. Same thing. Yeah, that's still the reason I'm here. Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna make a motion to open the meeting. All the pledge of the allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag
Of the United States of America. And to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Will you guys sign in when you leave?
Oh,
Yeah.
is it out there?
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah, just whenever you leave, you can do it then. You'll see. Okay, roll call. Bob,
Here.
Terry,
Here.
Glenn here. Andrea here. Evan
Here.
here. I just need to make a motion to approve the agenda.
I'll make the motion. Second.
All in favor? Aye. Okay, approval for the consent agenda. I'll make a motion,
I'll make it. I'll second.
okay. All in favor?
Awesome.
Council report.
Thank you.
Okay, we need a motion to approve the fire contract between Town of Morrisville and the Morrisville Fire Township VFB and EMS. Yeah, me and you, Terry. I'll second it. All in favor? Aye. Okay. Ordinance number 2026-5-1. Establishing Department of Parks and Recreation Board for the Town of Morrisville. Should I read it or do I have to read it?
Yeah.
Okay, okay. So this is the ordinance, an ordinance establishing a Department of Parks and Recreation and Park Recreation Board for the Town of Morrisville, Indiana, and repealing all ordinances in conflict where therewith. Whereas Indiana Code 36-1-3 confers upon units of government with the state of Indiana such powers as necessary or desirable to conduct the affairs of the local government. Whereas Indiana Code 36-4-6-18 authorizes the town council of the town of Morrisville, Indiana to pass such ordinances, orders, resolutions, and motions as may be necessary and proper for the government unit to fulfill and satisfy the responsibilities and duties of said government unit. Whereas the town of Morrisville recognizes the need to establish the Department of Parks and Recreation in order to support recreational program, park management, and eligible for state and federal grants, including those administered by the Indiana Department of Natural Resources. Whereas Indiana Code 36-10-3 authorizes the creation of municipal departments of park and recreations outlines the structure and responsibility of the park boards. Whereas the establishment of a park and recreation board is essential for the adoption of a 5-year master parks and recreation plan that complies with Indiana INDNR guidelines and supports long-term community development goals. And whereas the town council finds a waiver for political party affiliation requirement under Indiana Code 36-10-3-4B is necessary to do absence of willing and eligibility appointments who satisfy the requirement. Now therefore be ordained by the council of the town of Morrisville, Indiana. Establishment under the authority of Indiana Code 36-10-3, there is hereby established a municipal Department of Parks and Recreation for the town of Morrisville. Section 2, the creation of the Park and Recreation Board. There is hereby created a Park and Recreation Board, which shall consist of 5 members appointed by the town council on the basis of their interest and knowledge of parks and Recreation. Appointments shall be made without regard to political affiliation pursuant to waiver adoption under code 36-10-3-4.1. Due to the absence of people who are willing to serve and who satisfy the political party restrictions set forth in 36-10-3-4. Initial appointments to the board shall be as staggered terms as follows. A, 1 year, 1 member for a term of 1 year. B, 1 member for a term of 2 years, 1 member, C, a term for 3 years. D is a term for 4 years, and 1 member, the 5th person will be a term for 4 years also. After that, all appointments shall be a term of 4 years expiring on the first Monday of January unless otherwise extended until a successor is appointed. If a vacancy occurs, the appointing authority shall fill the vacancy for the unexpired term. If the town council fails to make an appointment by the first Monday in April, the incumbent shall serve as a new term by operation of law. Section 4, officers. At its first meeting each calendar year, the board will select from its members a president, a vice president, who shall act in the president's absence. The board may elect a secretary who may or may not be a board member. Section 5, powers and duties. The board shall have all powers and duties prescribed in Indiana Code 36-10-3, including but not limited to acquiring, developing, and maintaining parks and recreation facilities, conducting parks and recreation programs, accepting gifts, donations, grants, and subsidiaries, and entering into contracts and managing park property. The board shall function as the policy-making body for the Department of Parks and Recreation. The board shall prepare and submit an annual budget in accordance with the procedures prescribed in the State Board of Accounts and the town's physical ordinances. Section 7, repeal and conflicting ordinances. All ordinances, resolutions as part, therefore, in conflict with the ordinances are hereby repealed. Section 8, effective date. This ordinance shall be in full force and effect upon its passage, approval by the town council, and publication is required by law. So we need the park board, so a 5-year park plan and get park grants. So I'll make a motion. to
I'll
approve.
second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay. Okay, so now we have agreement to cure encroachment at 14527 Main Street. What do I need to do?
Just give a summary of why entering into.
Okay, so we are donating the veterans lot on the old Veterans Street to, SIR CDC. And they're gonna build a house on it, and then they will sell the house, to lower moderate income family that normally maybe couldn't get financing in housing. So, in the midst of that, when the survey came in, Mr. Regard, he's got, part of his shed is on the property, so we've made an agreement with him to move the shed and the part of the fence that's on that property. So that's what this agreement is about, to cure the encroachment. So we need a motion to approve. I'll make the motion.
I'll second.
All in favor? So then we'll just have, any part of that on it. Okay, next we have rental agreement with Matty Crow. Dance classes are being held, at the town hall. At the town of Marshall. So, on Monday nights, there's a young lady that's doing dance class, like an exercise class. It's approved that before, but this is actually just a rental agreement. And a proof of her insurance, her liability insurance. I'll make a motion to approve.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye. Aye.
Aye. Approval of ordinance 2026-3-1, authorizing to budget for promotion at the town marshal. Sure.
Whereas pursuant to Indiana Code Section 36-7-2-7, an Indiana town may promote economic development and tourism. Whereas the town council as the fiscal body of an Indiana town limit unit may budget and appropriate funds from the town's general fund to be spent on efforts to promote economic development and tourism as the town council otherwise deems to be in the town's best interest, whereas the Morrisville Town Council, as Morrisville's fiscal body, has decided in order to best serve the interests of Morrisville and its stakeholders, to budget and appropriate funds from the town's general fund to be spent on town promotion and attainment of its interests and relationships with other agencies, institutions, businesses, and individuals. Accordingly, be it ordained by the town council of the town of Morrisville, Indiana, that Morris Hill's town budget shall include an appropriation for town promotion, which shall be a part of and funded from the town's general fund, and amounts to be determined and approved by the town council as part of its annual budget adoption. Funds appropriated for town promotion may be spent to pay or reimburse expenses incurred to promote the best interests of the town, including without limitation, rental of meeting places, meals, decorations, memorabilia, awards, expenses incurred in promoting industrial, commercial, or residential development and investment. Expenses incurred in developing relations with other agencies and units of government. Gifts and awards to employees or elected officials or their families in appreciation for service and loyalty to the town. And any other expenses of a civic or governmental nature deemed by the town council to be in the best interest of the town. This ordinance shall be effective upon passage.
Okay. So I need a motion to approve. I'll make a motion to approve.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. There you go. New blinds for the senior center. As you can see, we got about 5 blinds probably in here that need replaced. So I wanted to see if you guys be okay with that.
I'm motion replacement. I'll second.
All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Donation to Milan Food Pantry. I thought it might be a good idea if we donated a little bit of money, maybe like $200 or so to Milan Food Pantry, since they have taken our residents and they are giving them food now, since we don't have a food pantry.
All right, well, then.
Make a motion to donate 200.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All right, court treasurer's report.
An emergency resolution providing for the transfer of appropriations for several departments of the town of Morrisville, Indiana for the year 2025 pursuant to IC 6.4-18.6. Whereas certain extraordinary conditions have developed since the adoption of the existing annual budget for the year 2025, and is now necessary to transfer appropriations to different categories that was appropriated in the annual budget for the various functions of several departments to meet the emergencies. Now therefore be resolved by the town council of Town of Morrisville, Indiana, that section 1, for those expenses of the town government, the following appropriations are hereby transferred and set apart out of the funds hereinafter named for the purpose specified, subject to the laws governing the same. Such funds herein transferred unless otherwise stipulated by law. Section 2, where it has been shown certain existing appropriations have obligated balances, which will be available for transferring as follows. Amount $2,069.96 from local major moves into Riverboat. $1.93 from local major moves into opioid settlement unrestricted. $1,556 from local major moves to federal grants. $40,000 from payroll into Riverboat. $40,000 from payroll, dependent health, life, and vision into Riverboat. $7,350.25 from payroll into payroll perf. $12,388.48 from unsafe building into Riverboat. $287.66 from opioid settlement unrestricted into opioid settlement restricted, which a total of $103,654.28. This resolution shall be in full force and effect upon passage.
I'll make a motion to approve.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Town attorney report.
I have nothing to report.
Okay. So next we got local road and street report.
Do you think we should make, you guys, with the sign grant, should we go ahead and make a motion to do it?
Yeah, so we had, HWC came down. Day was it Monday, Tuesday? Monday, and, they're doing a grant program now to replace your street signs and stop signs and stuff, and it's either 80-20 or 90-10 match. So I was thinking too, I think we should go ahead and make a motion and to approve it, and we can get that.
And they come in and tell us where we need signs, what time, blah, 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 so.
They'll do a street.
All I can tell you. All I can tell you is the sign, about $70-something. We have to buy them all, so. Everything will run up to the limit.
Yeah.
Do we need very many signs?
Probably never one really, because there ain't none of them really.
I think there ought to be some signs over there by the city park too, on Main
Right.
Street that,
Right.
you know,
There's probably only 6 or 7 signs that are really in compliance with the. New reflective stuff and all that.
So I would like to make a motion to approve that.
I'll second.
They said they were sending us a new contract to HWC.
So they were put together and not this year, but it'll go in September if we wanna do it. About Blacktop and the rest of College Street. Monkey Hall or whatever about that. Turn the gravel on Blacktop. Which I think needs done because can't keep gravel on one end of it every time it rains. But that'll be with the grant money too, so.
They said, the sign one was what, 90-10 or 80?
It says either 90-10 or 80, sure.
Yeah.
So I'll have a motion also to go ahead and go with that, so we can get the CCMG.
There won't be that much, that's because that's really the only road that.
And if we get the road out to Maine from there. from college.
I mean, we need a lot of, not a lot, but every. Thing can pass, water can be passed, now, but. People,
Yeah. So I'll make a motion. All in favor? Bobby? Okay. Did you have anything else, Laney? Town marshal report.
Okay, we had, 4 agency assists, 1 EMS assist, 2 title checks, 1 traffic violation, 1 domestic violence case, a welfare check, a harassment, a traffic hazard, ordinance violation 1, 87 business checks, assisting the sheriff's department 12 times. Both of us attended the Indiana Marshals Conference, which is our annual training and networking. And then I worked with our juvenile probation people to clean up along South Broadway Street.
They did a good job down there too, I think.
I thought they did pretty good.
Mhm.
hey, back to, on the, when you said traffic hazard, the catch basin at Federal Road. So they tried to make me a reinforced riser for that. But told them every time they would do it, they put more rebar in it and the concrete would just pop. So they suggested. Just get somebody to make us some metal. So I called the Hogan Valley guy and he's gonna come down and measure and see what it costs to make a metal riser, put in there and set the grade.
We gotta do something.
Yeah, cause they said that every time they would pour with the heavier rebar, the bigger rebar would probably get ready to pop. I said, no, we don't.
Well, and then he's got a barrel on there and someone plowed it over last week, didn't they?
In Mercedes,
Yeah,
and she drove to come there, man.
there was a cone, he said, inside the barrel, and the barrel, and the cone was all the way up almost to Manchester Street.
So it's not like nothing crap.
Yeah, so I make a motion that you get that metal one made, Lenny.
I can say so, is there something we can cap that off? Is it really don't catch no water?
I don't get really no water coming from the sky.
Yeah, because,
But the only problem you got there is you still have to put a,
yeah,
I mean,
it's
we're
not
not
to hold it,
yeah,
yeah.
so put a riser.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy, there's 2 right close to each other.
And then now that the guy down there's a metal shop, I mean, there's truck traffic, it's unbelievable.
That's all I have, thank you.
Gotta get a place because when people build that house, I'm sure they won't want people to drive through their yard.
Okay, wastewater report.
We got a birthday on the 11th, 15 years. Pretty good. Bobby, the AC in that lift station, it's tearing up. It's wore out. On chasing it, figure out to fix it, made it shine. Who's your guy that worked on industrial stuff, Bobby?
I'm trying to think what's in there, is it a P-TAP or is it regular air conditioning in the hall? And a lift station?
There's a little box in it.
It's a box.
Sonny says it's made it shine, we said jump. Almost there.
Is it like a P-TAP where, you know, I'm talking about the one they slide in the wall?
Pretty much.
You can get it for like $800.
You ain't finding one raised, there's a little area where it's got work.
Have you talked to him this afternoon?
Send you a text, says it's jump.
I mean, he talked, he looked at it, he said he found one.
Okay.
But he said he found one that was $8,000, there's some more cheaper. He was gonna call Brack, because when he called the company that made that one, they said they have no record of ever selling it anymore, so he wanted to know was it where we got it. I said Brack, he put it in, so sure they're the one.
Was that in that building we got?
It's not in the building, it's on the control panel.
Oh, on the control panel.
So sure, when Brackney had a bid, they're the one who bought, so they gonna be under warranty.
They about the cheap what they get, you know, that would be it. But anyway, that's where we're at, they forgot to be fixed, period.
Cheapest one he found, like what's there, is $3,000.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about on the panel stuff, pretty cool. We were talking about on the control panel,
Yeah.
keeps it cool.
Keep the cool on the inside.
I can have somebody look at it, see if he can figure it out, but if not, he has to go.
Window air conditioning.
It'll fly the
So
circle.
long, it's that box, the whole thing in.
Yeah, literally,
You get, that's a computer, see, it gets hot.
Yeah, for a CPU,
And then it shuts down, don't it?
yeah, it'll make a lot more money, trust me.
So he's gonna call Brack and try to get some information on.
Well, let me know, because if you, I can have him look and maybe he can figure it out, I don't know. I doubt it, but,
Okay, this afternoon.
yeah, because if you burn the CPU, up, it's gonna be big money.
That's all I got.
Or, no, your mock specter meter or whatever. So every year, Paul, is it, yeah, he has to send in the spread, what? Yeah, the spectrometer, and then they calibrate it and then send it back to them.
For that,
It's $990, so we need approval for that. I'll make a motion to approve it.
Sorry, I didn't handle it.
It's for the spectrometer,
Voting machine.
and then he has to send it in, like they'll send him a replacement. He's gonna send ours in, then they calibrate it and everything, then send it back to him. So I'll make a motion that we do that.
1 second.
All in favor? So what are we gonna do about the lift station air conditioning? Do we wanna approve something tonight or? So we can get it, huh?
We really need a bill or quote or something.
He said he would, like, there, you know.
I mean,
But I'm thinking, can you wait a whole month to say, yeah, let me go ahead and do it?
well, it's a small cooling unit, it's not real big. And it's cools them, SCBA that down in there, and they are expensive, I mean. I say we need to get it fixed, I mean, whatever it's gonna have to be.
you have to, I mean, bro.
Yeah, I know, I mean, we can make a motion and get it fixed, I mean, but we'd like to see like, what's close.
Right, yeah.
You know, go with the best quote.
Yeah, I'm just thinking there's no way we. can
Yeah.
wait a whole
I mean, it's
month.
gonna have to be fixed no matter what, I think I need a emergency call, so.
Right,
It gets hot, really.
Yeah.
okay, I'll make a motion.
I'll second.
All in favor? Okay, open floor. Did you need to do anything with the park board? Probably, no.
No, just if you guys had any questions, really.
Right.
I guess, yeah, on the hard board, yeah, just we're kind of waiting until we have that meeting. I just text Victoria, so when you guys figure out a date, we can get together and do the kickoff meeting and kind of get the process rolling. So
Okay.
this was our first step.
Sounds good. Derek, we good?
So I was just gonna give you a rundown of what you guys did with your fire department contract money. So in 2025, we had 109 runs. So far in 26, we've had 46 runs. Last year, we were able to get a grant through Fastmall, which got us a bunch of new Milwaukee tools and stuff like that, which have been a huge help. We were able to purchase new to us fire hose from an agency in Ripley County. We got a substantial amount of hose for a really good deal, basically half price of what it would cost if we got it new. We updated our rescue equipment, drove to Northern Indiana, got it. It'll last us for a very long time, which was an awesome find for us. It's been in service for a while, we used it on the car rack the other day. Went really well with that. Thanks to your county, we've got a new ambulance coming in 2027. Our one that's been down for a while is gonna get remounted. At no cost to the fire department or anything like that, or the county's taking that. Membership has been steady because of the ambulance and stuff like that being paid full time. We've got a bunch of new firemen and stuff that came in, so we've been really lucky with that. For, I think it's around $32,000, give or take, we got 7 sets of fire gear and a new thermal imaging camera as well. So both of our fire engines are 100% capable now, that they can go, if one's out, the other one can do the same thing, and the guys will have everything they need to get the job done. The main thing is everything's going up, like I said, $37,000 with 7 sets of fire gear.
Right.
And we try to keep that up to date, so the guys are protected and stuff, and NFPA standards. Our insurance and everything is good where it needs to be, all paid up and stuff like that, so honestly, we're doing amazing as far as it's going, so.
Thank you for what you guys do.
Sure. And we've got your updated roster list and stuff with the firemen and stuff.
Okay, okay. Awesome.
That's it. Okay.
All right, I appreciate it. Anybody else?
Hey, since I'm here, I'll mention it.
Yeah.
I've been here since 2019. And I got to say, in the last year or so, it's been a lot better. Down on Main Street, I live right on Main Street, right on the corner of Regis College and Main. So the last year's been a lot better. It's still around 3 o'clock in the morning or so, occasionally, people like to fly down Main Street, I mean, absolutely fly. And they take College Street, and they hit that stop sign, and they slam on the gas and go down towards the gas station area there. So, what's the odds we can put a speed bump in here on Main Street? I think it's illegal to shoot them, is that right? But at 3 o'clock in the morning, dang on it. Something to think about, that's all I have to say. You guys are doing amazing, I really appreciate all your hard work for everything, so thank you so much. Consider that.
I've got the stop sign up here and it's like, oh my God, they stop and then they take off and it's.
I know I'm getting older, I know it's a sign of getting older, right?
Right.
Dang.
All right, so I'll make a motion to close.
I'll second.
Oh,
Like that, the present, our parents. Oh, yes, I